Hello students. So today we are going to start a new chapter. The chapter name is work and as well as energy. In this chapter we are separately studying about work and separately we are studying about the topic energy. So first, let me go with the work. So what is work here? So in the normal day, work is different, and in a physics world, work is different. For example, if I am writing the word work. So that means I am doing a work here. That is in the normal day we are going to say. For example, if you are reading, if you are seeing this video, if you are writing, if you are studying, or everything we used to say it, work is done there. That is in the normal day-to-day life. But in the physics world, the work is different from the normal thing. So how in the case of physics we are going to define it as a work here? So in the physics, if you want to define there should be a work is done means there should be two parameters should be there. Two parameters mean two conditions should be satisfied. Only in that cases in the science world we used to say work is done there. What are the two conditions here? The first condition here means force should be applied on an object. Okay, force should be applied. Okay, that is the first condition under the work here. Second condition here, if the work has or if the force has applied, so if a force has been applied means then there should be displacement of the object. Okay, displacement of an object means the object should be displaced. For example, if I consider some object or any box I'll consider. I am applying a force on that object. Okay, I am applying force on that object. If I apply force on that object will be displaced. Displaced means change its position. From this position to this position, that object will be displaced. For example, some 5 Newton of force I am applying on that object. Then that object has been displaced. For example, 2 meter of distance it has been displaced. That is changed its position means. Then in this case, we are going to define as work has done. So if a work has to be done, then a force should be applied. Then if I apply a force on that object, then there should be a displacement. Okay, so now what is the definition? Proper definition of a work is defined as when a force is applied. So when I am applying a force, so when a force is applied on any of the object, on an object, so such that displacement of an object should take place. Such that displacement should take place. Once again, I will repeat it. What is work in the terms of physics means when a force is applied on an object such that displacement should takes place. That means the displacement of an object should takes place. Then only you are able to say that work is done. Here, work is I am going to define by W. I am going to denote it by work as W. Here work is directly proportional to force applied, isn't it? How much the force you are applying, it is directly proportional to the work, how much work is done. As well as work is directly proportional to the S. S is nothing but here displacement. So what I can write the equation here, W is equals to F into S. So W is nothing but work is equals to force into displacement. This is the very important formula. So what is the formula for the work? Work is equals to force into displacement, or W is equals to F into S. Since you know work, what is the unit of work now? See here, force you are going to define as Newton, and this displacement you are going to displacement is nothing but some changes have been occurred, that you are going to define by meter. Some distance, 3 meter, 4 meter, some displacement has occurred. that you are going to, you are going to denote by M here. So work is nothing but either it is Newton per meter or it is unit of work, or SI unit of work is joule. Okay, joule, or you are going to define as capital letter G. So what is the SI unit of work? SI unit of work is either Newton per meter or it may be joule here. Okay. So now how we are going to define 1 joule here? So 1 joule we are going to define as 1 Newton of force. 1 Newton of force causes 1 meter of displacement in the direction of force. So 1 Newton of force causes displacement of 1 meter in the direction of force, then only you are able to say it 1 joule. Here I have mentioned a term called in the direction of force. So there is a constant here, direction of force. There is certain things we have to understand. What is this direction of force? So for instance, I'll consider, so here you are applying a force of 10 Newton. Just an example to this box. Okay, this box you are going to apply 10 Newton of force. So when you apply 10 Newton of force, this box has been moved. Consider 3 meter displacement it has occurred. Okay, 3 meter it has moved to the direction. So here you can see you are applying force in this direction. The box is moving in this direction. That means in which direction you are applying the force, in that same direction that box has been displaced. So in this case, work done will be equal to force into displacement. Okay, W is equals to force is 10 into displacement is 3. So work done here equals to 30 joule. Okay. That is the first case. Let me consider the second case here. So for instance, instead of your friend will also come and join you. So for example, you are applying 10 Newton of force here and your friend is applying 5 Newton of force to this same box. Same box you are applying. So you consider that same box has been moved, 3 meter distance has been that box has been moved. Now in this case, you are going to separately find work done, work is applied by you separately and work applied by your friend separately. So first W1 I am going to consider work which is applied by you. That is force into displacement. So W1 is equals to force is 10 into 3. So you are applying 30 joule of work you are applying. Now work by your friend, force into displacement, that is 5 into 3, 5 3s are 15 joule here. So who is applying more, who is doing more work here? So you are doing more work here and your friend is moving, getting less work here, isn't it? That you can define it. Similar to this condition, I'll consider another one example here so that you will understand it. For instance, you are applying, that is for example 10 Newton of force you are applying on that box. Your friend, instead of in this position, he is applying in opposite position. Okay, in the opposite position same force is applying. Now you can see it, how where it will move, whether the box will move in this direction in which you are applying the force or in this direction that box will move. So who is applying more force here? You are applying more force. That means this box should move here in this direction, isn't it? For example, some distance it has moved. So take this 3 meter distance only. So how much the work here? W1 I am going to consider force into displacement, that is applied by you. That is force is 10 into displacement is 3, that is equals to 30 joule. Similarly, work is done by your friend is force into displacement, that is force is 5 into 3, that is 15 joule. Okay. What is the condition for the work to be done? Work is nothing but force is applied in which the displacement of an object takes place in the direction of the force. Where you are applying the force, in which direction? If you are applying the force in this direction, means the object should also move in the same direction. In the first case, it has happened. You are applying more force and this object has been moved to certain distance in the same direction. But what about the second force here you consider that is applied by your friend? Here he is applying the force in this direction. Instead of that, this box is moving in opposite direction. In that case, work you are going to consider as negative work. So there are two kinds of work are there. This is very important while solving the problem. You have to see that in which direction the force is applied. If you are applying the force in this direction, whether the displacement is occurring in the same direction, then work is said to be positive. So work is said to be positive here. For example, if you are applying a work in this direction if you are applying a force in this direction and the displacement is occurring in opposite direction, means then work is done here is negative. So formula only you consider F is equals to W is equals to minus of F into S. You are going to consider in this condition. In this condition, you are going to say work is equals to positive force into displacement here. Now, to understand this further, for example, to understand this, I'll consider as, for example, a heavy box is there, that is 30 kg box is there. So you are applying some force you are applying to this box. So in spite of, for example, you are applying 20 Newton or 30 Newton of force, maximum force, how much it is possible by you are applying a force on this box. But this box mass is very high, so that you can't able to displace this box. Displace means you can't able to change the position of this box. In that case, in spite of applying, in this case, in the normal day, what you are going to say, so much work this fellow is doing, isn't it? This fellow is doing so much work to push this box. But in a physics, you are going to say this as work done is zero. So this fellow is not at all doing a work. Why we are saying the work is done is zero? Because here you are applying some 30 Newton or something. F is displacement. No, you are applying some 30 Newton consider. So whether there is a displacement here, displacement means this object should move to certain position, at least should move 0.1 meter also. But if that box is not at all moving little bit distance also, means then the displacement here is zero. So 30 Newton into 0 is nothing but what? Work here done is 0 joule. So while you are seeing it, you are able to say that so he is applying more force, so more work is done. But it is not a condition in the case of physics. In a physics, how much may be the work you are applying, but there should be a displacement should occur. For instance, if you are applying only 1 Newton of force, for example, a wheel if you have considered, only you want little bit force to that wheel. If you have applied 1 Newton of force, so then also the displacement of the wheel will be more. If you apply little bit force also, that wheel will move to the certain distance. For example, it may move to the 10 meter distance also. In that case, how much your work will be? Your work will be 10 joule. Okay. So here, this work done mainly depends upon how much is the displacement. If there is zero displacement, means how much will be your force you have applied, but the work done here will be zero. So I hope everyone have understood this concept. If you have understood this concept, then only you are able to solve problems. That is, in the next class, I am going to solve the problems here. So and now I'll go with the last one, conclusion. So now what is that? You have defined that work is equals to force into displacement, and you know work is positive, either it will be positive or negative. Now the last thing we want to know is whether a work is scalar quantity or a vector quantity. So many will get confused in this condition, because here we are going to say work is positive, negative, that means in the direction of force. Since here work is scalar quantity. Why work is scalar quantity? I'll see it. So here there is one condition that you will study in your higher classes, but you have to know what is that. So force, it is vector quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. Product of two vector quantities will be a scalar quantity. This you should know it. So product of two vector quantity. If only force, one term is vector quantity, another one is scalar means, then this term will be vector quantity. But both vector quantities are there. Both vector quantities are there means product of those vector quantity is a scalar quantity. So here work done will always depends upon magnitude, and it does not depends upon the direction. Okay. So this is how we have defined the work, and we have known about the unit as well as quantity. So based on this, I have given you the worksheet. Try to do it. If any doubts is there, we will discuss it in a live session. Thank you.